Okay, leaving the Khafre pyramid and going into the great, hey, yalla, yalla, yalla. Yeah, and going to the Great Pyramid, Khufu's pyramid. Climbing out of Khafre's pyramid was certainly a lot easier than dealing with the Red Pyramid. And I think part of that is because the Red Pyramid, you have to walk halfway up the pyramid before you start going into it, and it already burns through most of your power in your legs. And then you got to walk down and walk back up, and same issue with not enough oxygen. But that one was easy. That one was one of the easier pyramid entrances, even compared to the really small ones. So we'll see if I've got enough power to go in this one. Yeah, and I mean, standing right next to it compared to Khafre, it's just hard to imagine that it's bigger. They look about the same, but this one doesn't look substantially bigger, even standing right next to it. You know what I don't see here are any remnants of the granite lower facing stones, at least on this side. So we'll see what happens as we round the other sides. Yeah, these are the first inscriptions I've seen in the whole Giza plateau. Yeah, there's a cartouche for
cartouche of the Khufu.
Cups. Yeah. You don't have to touch. No touching.
The pool.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's another cartouche. Yeah. These are the only inscriptions I've seen. Thank you. I'll just look around. It's okay. I'll look around. Yeah, I mean, the best thing is just not to talk to anybody. And unfortunately, you can't even sit down for a few minutes before somebody harasses you. These are the first inscriptions I have seen anywhere in the complex. This is apparently the Chief Justice's tomb. And I think now that we've got... Can we go inside? You can't really go inside, so it's locked. Yeah. Cool. Look at all those people going in. All right, down here at the base and entrance to the Great Pyramid. I'm still 50-50 if I'm going to do this, but let's take a look. We've come this far. Really madness around here. It's like Disneyland level madness with buses and everything. But on top of that, every single last person trying to sell you something or scam you. Dogs begging for food. Yeah, these dogs everywhere. But yeah, the nice thing about this one is it's not as many steps just to get up. So we'll see if it's a long way down. Alright, we're going in. This is like a Disneyland ride compared to all the other ones. People don't look totally wiped out. Wow, this is cool. So it says no flash photography. Also says no video, but I just turned my flash off. Wow. Totally different than any of the other pyramids I've been into. I mean, this is like a total passageway here. I took a break and just sort of rested there for a while because you really need a slow heartbeat for this. It looks like you go up first, and it looks like it's quite a ways. Is it a long way?
Yes. Yeah, it's one.
Oh man, is it hard?
No.
Oh, okay.
The hardest.
Okay. Yeah, just trying to slow my heartbeat down. All the way down. You need strong legs and a slow heartbeat. Okay, I made it out of the first passageway. Whew. Oh man, look at this. Whoa. Yeah, all of this is totally different than the other pyramids. You don't start by going up. Oh man. There's all kinds of stuff in here. Like, what is this for? I think it's... what are these notches for? Look at this. Oh man. Look at these notches along the side of the wall going all the way up. Look at that. I mean, just like those notches down below, this is not like for placing religious things. These are evenly spaced. There's a specific kind of design and shape to them. This has something to do with construction or hauling a sarcophagus up here or something. We made it to the top of the gallery. I think that's it for the stairs. I feel like I'm climbing the Lhotse face. It's an air conditioner that's saying 27 degrees C. So it is warm in here. And this is the final entrance to the chamber. And this is just crazy. Look how they built it like this. They built these stones in here at this angle. They built this chamber at this angle. Built into the pyramid. It's just crazy. All right, we're going in. Can I go in? You guys going in? All right. It's a little crouchy, but it's not bad. Been in worse. Here's a little room. Hold on, I turn the flash on even though it's not allowed. This has got to be for some old door that was here. Look at this. Jeez. Yeah, this is like a door. Look at this. Look at the sides of the walls. Wow. All right, now we're going in for real. And that's it? I mean, there's no hieroglyphs, there's no vaulted ceiling. It's just a square room in here. There's the sarcophagus. Granite sarcophagus. Yeah. Yeah, not as cool as the Red Pyramid chamber, but that antechamber we just went into was super cool. Oh, dripping sweat. What's the temperature in here? It says 40. I almost would believe it. None of these are on. 37. 37 degrees, that says. Wow. Well, the nice part about this is going down is going to be easier than going up. So, I think we made it. Oh, okay. Made it down. Last couple of steps, and we're back to flat land. Hey there. How's it going?
How far?
It's not too bad. It's up, and then up some more, and then you're in a hole and in the room, so it's not terrible.
How tight?
Oh, just as much as that. It opens up, and once you get into the main chamber, it really opens up. And it's cool, it's worth it. Not like any other pyramid. And out this cave, and we're home free. Yeah, so 7th pyramid, done and dusted. Biggest one in the world. Pretty freaking cool room. Not the main chamber, but that antechamber was crazy cool. This entrance is cool. I think the Red Pyramid was still the hardest one, and that's because the walk up burns you out. But Khufu was pretty easy because there's no walk up. And honestly, it's all in the beginning. You know, getting down is easier than going up. You know, so kind of burn your legs going up. You heat up in that 37-degree room, and now we're back. Sweet. Did it. So the back side, or this is really the front side of the Khufu pyramid, has another 3 pyramids, like it looked from afar. So really there's 9 pyramids here. It's just those 2 are kind of in utter disintegration. Yeah, so it's interesting. This site doesn't have as much to offer in terms of. I mean, it has a lot to offer, obviously, because it's incredibly impressive and 3 giant pyramids right next to each other. But what I'm trying to say is, you know, like in Saqqara, we had all those tombs that you can go into. A lot of that stuff is closed here. The interior chambers, other than that incredible antechamber, are really kind of plain. I might have seen a couple of hieroglyphs in there, but I don't think so. Not too many. It's not like the tomb for Urus or Teddy that was just covered and it was incredible and there were colors. The interior chamber, for instance, at the Red Pyramid was just incredible. It was kind of like that antechamber for Khufu. You know, each one is different. So I think if you really want the full experience, you do sort of have to go into all of the pyramids like I did. And yeah, it was worth it. If you just went into one, you certainly would not have seen all there is to see. So, yeah. So yeah, that was really cool. So this is where Khufu's boat was buried. They buried his boat to take with him to the afterlife. You know, why not? So, oh geez, more camels. That's a big camel. Now I was saying earlier, these camel rides and horse rides, these animals are really mistreated. They're slapping them around in the face. You just saw there's tattoos and brands all over that thing. And, you know, the horses, they seem to take it. But the camels, they let off this plaintive wail, and it's really sad. And I just don't think that's a practice that you should indulge. Kind of like the what am I trying to say? The elephant rides in Thailand. I mean, they're beat up and they're running these things all over the desert all day long. I don't see any water for these. I mean, camels are probably fine, but the horses are going to want water. So, and they've got like little kids, like that kid was like, what, 9 years old or something, and they're beating up camels and horses. So, yeah, just leave the camels alone. Don't spit on me. I'm sorry, that was some tomb. This is obviously where Khufu's boat was. So there used to be a Khufu boat exhibit here, and a few months ago they went through this huge effort of moving it into the Grand Egyptian Museum, so nobody can see it because the museum isn't open. But you can see the pit where, like I said, they buried his boat so that he's got his ride for the afterlife. Like I said, they did not pack light for eternity. You'd think if it's such a good afterlife, you don't have to bring all this crap with you, right? I mean, isn't that supposed to be there, waiting? I would imagine the afterlife is a 5-star experience. They should provide these things. Yeah, just gonna walk around these last few pyramids and get out of here. I think it's gonna be Lebanese tonight. So, I guess we're signing off unless we see anything else or run into any more interesting scams along the way. But yeah, there they are, the 3 Great Pyramids of Giza and their satellites. Definitely a wonder of the world, but honestly, you can't truly appreciate it without seeing the others, and the whole process that they went through for, transforming from step pyramids, bent, and all the way to these massive structures. Really a cool thing. So, yeah, worth it. Definitely worth spending the time to go to all of this stuff. You don't want to just see the Great Pyramids and think you've checked it off. Definitely go to Saqqara. The red and the bent pyramids are certainly worth going to see as well. Conceivably, you could do all of that in one day, but it's going to be rushed, and maybe you don't get to go into anything. I would everybody on the internet says get a guide. You have to get a guide. If that's your thing, go ahead. It's not my thing. I don't like being led around. I don't like being in groups being led around on these things, because I inevitably want to wander off and spend more time and whatever it is. And the tours are expensive. I mean, I was looking on the tour list for the hotel, and I mean, they were like $125 to $275 a day, and you kind of hit up one, maybe two things, or it's like 2 or 3 things rushed. And they're going to want a tip. They're going to want like $20 probably to be led around. And for me, like, I spent $30 to get in here, and I spent $8 in a cab ride, and that's it. No camel ride. Walked around the entire complex. People say it's too big to walk around. It's not. I walked around every single pyramid. Circumnavigated every pyramid, it was a workout, but not undoable. If you're spending more than 38, you are either incapable or unwilling to walk, or you got scammed. Don't do the camels, don't do the horses. Just enjoy it on foot and leave the animals alone. No.
One big.
No. Hello.
No.
Hello. Hi. Hello.